Hi there, Ashton Little Apiary Company here. Welcome back to the channel. It's been some time since I put out a video. Last one was the trickle treatment we did earlier in the year. This is a honey house video. I just want to catch you up on how far I've got and put some extra work in today. I've got all day, and as you can see outside, bright sunshine. So this is where I've got to with my honey house. You can see all the walls have been done, everything's boarded in, done the ceiling as well, and if you remember, I put those 4x2s as the uprights on the wall at the front of the garage. So that's put this huge big storage shelf in, because I'm always hunting for storage, so I can put jars, I can put buckets, I can all sorts of stuff stashed up there out the way. Boxed in all of this pipe work as well. So the big drain pipe that was in the corner is down there. I've had to put an inspection hat down there, so you can see just held on with magnetic catches. Means I can get in and unblock the drain. Today my plan is to deal with this monstrosity, which is the expansion tank for the house. Sort of levels out the water pressure around here. I've got to box all of that in, but still have another hatch down the bottom to get in on all of those pipes down there, which are the drain valves, isolation valves and everything. And we've also removed all of the electrics from here so far. So the old stuff's all gone, and that's runs through to the incoming supply, so we can put in a full new circuit when we get that far. Yeah, so I'm going to set you up, probably be a time-lapse video on me just boxing in bits and pieces, and we'll see where we get to. So, right, this is how I'm doing it. Not sure whether it's the best way of doing it. If not, let me know in the comments. I've just basically screwed that section down there. I've got a load of offcuts of 2x4, so I'm using as many of those as I can. Probably a bit overkill for just making a little frame. Then I use that base to then frame up and go all the way around there. Yeah, not sure whether that's the most efficient way of doing it, but that's how I've worked it out in my head anyway. Right. Okay, so I apologise to any carpenters who've been watching me butcher your very fine and skilled craft, but there you go. Simple frame made up. It's not going to take any weight. I'm not too worried about it. It's pretty square, seems to be pretty level. So next stage, I'm going to cut sheets to go through, and that bottom hatch there, that section will be how I can get into all the valves and everything underneath the tank. I do also have to be able to sort this out. In here is a, if I can see that, that's an air valve, so I may have to make another hatch somehow to get in there with a pump. But there you go. First section done, and onto cutting sheets of ply. I've got some scrap ply which I'm going to use, I think, instead of the rest of this, and bits and pieces of OSB. I'm hoping I've got enough, but I've got to go and measure it up now. Okay, well there you go, all boxed in. I've still got to sort out, I'm going to get a hinge for this little bit that will pop out. That gets me into the valve, that valve at the top of the tank. That's boxed in. When I said I'll be using ply and not OSB, of course what I really meant was I'd be using OSB because none of the ply fit, which is standard. Unfortunately it's used the last of my decent bits of 2x4, so I'm going to have to buy some more for the sink. Also can pop out there, which sits on those magnetic catches, so I can get in there. And this you can buy, I'll be buying some basically sticky back plastic sheeting that will that I'll cover it all with, so it's all nice and washable, and put a decent sort of plastic trim on it as well, so it's all neatened up when we sort of finish the whole building off. That's another job ticked off. Right, I'm calling it a day there. I've got to get back and get all this video now edited and everything else, and running out of time really for getting ready for work tomorrow. I didn't manage to do the painting, but I have filled all the gaps. I'll show you. See, I've used the spray foam. It's all done down in there, but I've got to clear everything up really, because so that I can got nice finish to paint all of these columns on. So I'm just going to let that set. Some of I've left it an hour, and it's just still a bit soft for cutting and popping. I did also, while I was waiting, box all of that section in as well. So yeah, it's the hard work, I think, is really finished. I've got so much, all the building work and the hard graft that you seem to be going along so much, and it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't look any difference at and you're going to keep plugging away and putting more boards on and everything else, and you don't seem to be getting any closer. But now this feels like I've closed that section, and I've got to say a real big thanks to my dad, who spent days down here with me, getting all these boards cut, getting all the insulation in, all the flooring done and everything. So the next section, other than painting these columns, which I'll do sort of during the evenings, will be, I've got to clear everything out, and I'm going to do laminate flooring. That's the next section. Get the flooring in, done. Then I can put the sink in, and then do the walls and all of the sort of plastic coving around all the walls. And then it is literally after that just getting the sparks in, and we can actually start seeing what it looks like as an extraction room. So I'm really excited. It is coming on. This feels like, you know, we've turned a corner in there, but next weekend, because spring is coming, I've got to get down to Stratford, make frames, make boxes. So I'll take you with me and we'll have a good chat about what I'm actually going to do with the bees this year. Because we lost another couple of colonies, according to Henk, who's checked at Wanstead. So really bad losses this winter. Got a lot to do to replace hives, bring numbers back up, and who knows what the weather's going to be like. So yeah, I'll obviously make a video what we're doing with boxes and frames and everything else next weekend. But for now, this is up as far as I've got with the honey house. If you're interested in what we're doing and really want to see how we get on with 2026 seasons, I've got a big cutout from a tree. I've got the honey house to finish off. We're going to be trying to split. We're going to be trying to make as many new colonies as we can while keeping the honey production going. So there's loads of challenges to come this season. So please hit the like button if you like what we've done today. Hit that subscribe button if you want to catch up and keep seeing what's going on with us throughout 2026. So until the next one, thank you for watching. Goodbye.